Hello world, welcome back to Corey's Corner. This is my series on C. I'm going to call it C, the Latin of programming languages, because C is basically the Latin of programming languages, and understanding the fundamental concepts of the C language will help you understand programming in general, computers in general, and will ultimately make you a better programmer. So this is actually my second run at making a C tutorial. The first one I just didn't know enough C, but this time around I do. So right now I am on, I'm using JetBrains CLion text editor. I like it because it has a lot of code editing options and highlighting and stuff like that. But by no means do you need to do that. You can use Atom or whatever. Just create a file with the .c extension. Because C is so universal, you actually don't have to um, install anything. It's already going to be on your computer. So like every good programming tutorial, we are going to start by writing hello world. The first thing that we need to do is include the standard in and out library. This will just allow us to take data in and out through the IO functions. Next, we're going to create our main function. We're going to do printf hello world. And we are going to return 0. So say you're coming from something like Python or Ruby, you've probably never seen a main function. But in languages, lower level languages like C, Go, Dart, Java, you basically have a main function, and that is how your code runs. And it can return an integer or a void type. So in C, when we type int right here, we're just saying that this is ultimately the data type that the program will return. And right here, we're just calling a basic print function that says hello world. You'll notice that after the end of every line, you terminate it with a semicolon. I almost think of those as punctuation. So what you can do is you can press play and it'll run this program. So C is a compiled language. So when you compile, there's two types of languages: compile at runtime, and then like pre-compile. I don't know. C is in the pre-compile. Um, what is it? Compile at runtime. Wow, my brain is slipping. Whatever. But C, you don't compile at runtime. You have to compile before the program runs. That's what I'm trying to say. So basically, we're not actually running C or Ruby or Python on a computer. A compiler is basically a translator for those programming languages and turns those into machine languages, which are ultimately the bits or bytes. So I'm running Mac OS right now, and it has the GCCC compiler, and we're actually going to compile this C program manually. We're big boys and girls now. We don't need to, use the play button. So we're going to pop open our terminal on CLion, and automatically, it's going to open the terminal to our project directory. If you're using another text editor, you're going to have to cd into whatever folder you're using. But anyway, I can do gcc -g main.c, and then you will see in my project tree that will create a executable file with a.out. And I can run that by just typing .\a.out, and boom, we have compiled our first program. So if I make any changes to this program, I'm going to have to recompile it. I'm going to have to rebuild that executable. So I run gcc main.c. Oops, let me just get everything out of the way. Okay, so I need gcc -g main.c, compiles the program, run .\a.out, it prints hello world, boom, boom, boom. So a.out is the default name of an executable, but we can do this. We can name our executable. So I say I wanted to name the program hello world. I would do -o hello world, and then I would type in the program which I want to compile. So I type in main.c, and boom, you will see that we have a hello world executable right here, and we also have this .dysym file. I'm not really sure what these dysym files are for, but I will dive into those later on. I'm assuming that it's just a package for the executable holding all of the libraries. But let's run our hello world executable right now. We do ./hello world, and we get hello world. All right, so in the next video, what I want you guys to do is I want you to figure out what the G flag does for the GCC compiler, and I also want you to build another function that takes a name in and prints out hello world, my name is whatever. Pretty basic programming stuff. If you're unfamiliar with C, you're probably not going to be able to do this. If you're unfamiliar with low-level programming languages, don't worry, just wait and watch for the next video, and I will teach you whatever you need to learn. So, that being said, please like, subscribe, whatever, and be sure to subscribe to the Corey's Corner podcast.